Week 2 of the NASCAR Cup Series. We, of course, ran Daytona and mine on Saturday. It was kind of an up and down day. We started 12th, got to the front, led some laps, lost the draft. Looked like we were going to finish in dead last. There was a late race caution that allowed us to at least get a restart. Finished a very, very disappointing 33rd. So, one of those things. So we're now at Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia, and we're going to go out and practice with the car. I just loaded the setups a few moments ago, so we have no laps to compare.
Clear the pit.
One of the things I think I've decided I'm going to do differently for the race is that at Daytona I ran a 50%er. And I kind of showed the first maybe 30 or so laps, with a total of 100 lap race. Showed like the first 30 or so, and then I took a break in the middle and came back and showed at the end. So I think what I'm going to do here, maybe going forward, is go with 25% races and just show the entire race. They won't last as long. So, as you can tell there, we had a little bit of trouble just getting started, but now we're out here on the track at Atlanta.
Car is just ahead.
Atlanta's just a tad over a mile and a half track. There's our first lap at a 29.627. Different from Daytona, where you're mostly in the gas all the time, except for maybe a little bit of bumper-to-bumper stuff you got to be careful of. Here at Atlanta, you're going to be letting up on the gas just a wee little bit going into the turn. This is in the front stretch in the tri-oval. So that lap was a little bit faster. Car feels good. I'm loading in setups that I was using in my career mode in the 2018. I don't think any of the changes that are in the 2019 cars are actually in this. That would be something that would come in the next game, which would likely be looking at this fall. Atlanta's a tough track in many respects. A lot of wear on the tires, but just a lot of banging. You know, a lot of wrecks, and which makes it tough, makes it challenging. You got to be patient.
Hold your line, stay up high, stay high, still there, clear all around.
Running it up a little bit higher this time to see how it feels up here.
Keep it up, that was your best lap ever.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Whoa, whoa. There, I hit the brake. I had to get out of it, hit the brake. I was stuck. Car had come out of pit road to practice. So this lap won't be any good.
All right, careful now, still there. All right, now you're clear.
Catch a little draft off the 0-0 car. Oh boy, come right into my front left corner. Just a little bump, nothing serious.
Stay high, stay
side
high.
by side.
Still there.
See if I can get around him on the higher line, which I did.
Clear all around.
And I think we'll go ahead and practice a pit stop as well.
Slow down.
45, and we got way under. I'll go ahead and just let everything go through. You always want to check your pit road speed. Here it's 45, Daytona was 55. I had gotten slowed down too much. You can see a lot of the other cars along pit road. No real damage to the car. It's a chance to get a good look at the paint scheme I put together for my ride for this year. So we're going to go back out. Once I get to the cone, I assume control of the car. The computer had it earlier. When you're off, see I got a little, you can't get going too fast when you're trying to get back onto the track. And you may not be able to just go right on like that one did there. Up through the gears, car coming around me on the right.
Still there. Hold a good wheel here. Don't move. Stay high. Still there. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it.
Well, here we
Watch
go.
that car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's
I'm going to finish this lap, and I'm going to try something. There we go. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go back to the pit. And you can see all the different lap times I had there. The low of 29.2. So what I'm going to do here is not going to actually run this entire race, but I'm going to move it up. I'm going to skip the qualifying, worry about that actually later. I'm going to move it up to the race mode. And I'm not going to finish the race. I'm going to leave the game before that would happen because it's not going to actually count. This will give us a little bit of an idea what it's going to be like in traffic. So we're just going to start from the back. Give you a little bit of feel of what it's going to be like on race day. There's Brad Keselowski's Mustang and my Chevy. So I'm on the back outside.
On green. All right, be ready. Green's out.
Going up through the gears. And we'll check a couple things. I get 57 laps approximately on the full tank. And the race is going to actually be 81 laps long when I do run it. Again, I'm not going to run all that today. But I just want to get a feel for how much checking up they're doing, where I can pass, get more like race conditions. There's Ryan Truex. So I'm underneath Ryan. I got to gas a little bit to hold my position.
Clear high. Clear high.
Got a good run there. Definitely got plenty of speed here. No doubt about that.
Need you to stay on the bottom right here. Still there. All clear. All clear.
Might have to consider bumping up. I'm at 102 on the AI. So I might have to consider bumping that up in 103 or 103 or 104. But they can get really aggressive too.
All right, now you're clear. Clear all around. Car there is on the outside. Outside.
So this is
Clear all
essentially,
around.
most of the races will be that case. We're going to have at least one pit stop in the course of the race.
Outside, outside. All right, now you're clear. All right, careful now. Still there.
See if I can get around Brendan Gaughan here on the backstretch. Got to get out of the gas to hold the lower line so I don't go running into
Clear
him.
all around.
And I've moved up to the 30th position out of 40 cars from that last place starting
That was a great
position.
lap.
You can see the lap
Still there.
times are slower because of the traffic.
Hang tight there, driver.
Coming
Hold
around
this
Ryan
line here.
Priest on the outside. Try
Still there.
see if I can pass Ware High.
Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it. That
Change
was
the
a great
display
lap.
to show the current rankings. For season mode, it uses my PlayStation gamer tag versus my first and last name, but
Careful.
that's all
Still
right.
there. Clear all around. Hold your line. Stay up high. Stay high. Careful. Still there. Wow, that's fast. All right, careful now. Still there. Hold a good wheel here. Don't move. Stay high. Careful. Still there. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it. Hang
You
tight
can see
there,
the
driver.
field
Hold this
is
line here.
definitely spreading out compared to
Alright, now
what they
you're
would be
clear.
at Daytona.
That was a great lap.
Probably not the way they're going to be this weekend, though, with the restrictor plate or they're going to have on it.
Hold a good wheel here. Don't move.
Just
Stay
got
high.
around the
Hang tight
Daytona
there, driver.
500
Hold this
champion
line
in
here.
real life.
All right, now you're clear.
You can see we got approximately 51 laps of fuel left based on our current gas. As we come to the line, it'll tell us how many laps we got remaining. 73. Cars running too wide mostly. Got a little more single file there, so I got a chance to get around
Inside.
Daniel
Inside.
Suarez. He gave me a little
All right,
love
now
tap
clear
there.
low. Clear all around.
Try and get down underneath Newman.
Need you to stay on the bottom right here. Still there. Still there.
Not good. Don't want to go below the
You're
yellow
three wide now.
line.
3 wide.
I lost momentum. I got to let it drift up a little bit. Hamlin's down my inside.
Still there.
Yeah, you can get squirrely really quick. William Byron really checked up on me there.
Still
Now he's
there.
coming up into me. That's how fast your day can
Yellow
go
flag.
bad. One little mistake like that, and you can see what kind of shape I'm in. So we'll go ahead and pit the car. I'm not too worried about the fuel. I'm obviously going to do all those repairs and accept that. These pit stops are kind of simulated when they're under caution or under yellow flag conditions. But that's how quick your day can go bad, just at a fraction of a second. I got below the yellow line on that one previous lap in here in turn one, which I need to not do that. But William Byron checked up on me more than I anticipated. I may need to speed up the AI a little bit, as I said, because it looks like we're going through the field pretty easily. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to exit the race, and I'm going to back out of here. So let's just notch it up to 104 and let's just see what that does for us. See how, I want to make sure we're competitive. So here's our settings. So I'm going to take it up to 104%. Accept that change. We'll just run a few more laps, I think. I just want to see how competitive I am against the field now at 104 versus 102. It's no fun to just, pull away and just lap the whole field, but you want to be competitive and you don't want to just keep getting beat up in the turns and such. So what we're going to do now is instead of practice, we're going to just move it right up to race again. We already got our setup loaded. We'll go ahead and jump right to the start.
Car is off. Be ready. Be ready here. Green's out.
Normally I've got my mirror set. I had forgot to do it, but it's alright. We're not having trouble catching up to them, I don't think. Daytona, you would never want to fall back like that because you may not catch up. So my lap times will likely be fairly consistent with what I did before, but theirs should be better.
Stay low. Still there. All right, now you're clear. Still there. Need you to stay on the bottom right here. Still there. All right, clear high, bud.
This is quite probably what I'll go with. I mean, I'm still competitive. I can run with these guys. Car's handling good.
Stay low. Careful. Still there.
And they're not checking up quite so much in the turns.
Clear all around.
You gotta listen to your spotter, but you gotta pay attention to yourself because sometimes they don't always
Still there.
call
All
it
right, now you're
correctly.
clear.
Drifted up in the marbles there a little bit. Had to get out of the gas. Lost some grip.
Inside. Inside. All clear. All clear. Still there. Still there. All right, now you're clear. Wow, that's fast. Still there. All right, clear outside.
A race of this length, I'm going to guesstimate it'll take about 45 minutes. You could literally get a good three plus hours or more if you ran 100% of the race, depending on cautions and such.
Hold your line. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line. Need you to stay up high here. Stay up high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Inside. Inside, inside.
Yeah, it's tight. Got bumped on the left side by Bubba Wallace.
Clear all around. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line. All right, now you're clear.
Just a little dangerous.
Hold this line here.
Saw Johnson coming down, so I had to make sure I got out of throttle. Plus the entrance into the turn wasn't the best. We got somebody spinning in front of us.
You got one inside. Hold your line. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line.
So far, no caution, but I got nowhere to go.
Getting in front of you.
So disappointing. Had that been the real race, lost a lot of track position. Really, the caution flag should have come out and something like that. But that's all right. There would normally be a lot of laps to go. Going to be running all single stage races due to this length. I'm not doing the stage racing, it'll just be single stages. On the displays that we have, right now you see the running order of the drivers. In a second here I'll show you what else we got.
Top lane's free here. Use it if you need it. Top lane's free.
So there's no display there. We're on lap now 12 of 81. And I can see that I'm about 8.7 seconds behind the leader.
Hold this line here.
My last lap, my best lap, and my record lap. And that's where this option, I can see approximately how many laps I can get on fuel. And checking my aero, oil temperature. I can also see the wear on the tires. This is really good. Right now they're all, 90, low 90s. When you start seeing significant differences between them, then they're not wearing as evenly. Typically the front right tire is going to wear more, but you're leaning on them more. This one, by the way, if the little image of the car on the underside also gives you an indication of damage if it had any.
Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line.
So back to paying attention to racing here a little bit.
Still there. All right, clear high, bud.
I think this is going to be a good setup for Atlanta.
Still there.
I won't necessarily be starting from the back
Stay
like
on the
I
bottom
did.
here for me. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
And that can get a little hairy too.
All right, careful now. Still there. You're all clear up top. Still there. You just stay up high here. Stay up high. Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there.
You see I still got Matt DiBenedetto on my inside. I think I could take wear here now. Got him cleared.
Lane clear. Bottom lane is clear.
And leader's now over 11 seconds out in front of me. And so I got a lot of ground I'd have to make up. We're definitely moving up through the field. During that lap, didn't have a lot of traffic to deal with. And just ran the fastest lap I've ever run here in this season.
Driver. Hold this line here. Stay low. Still there.
Jimmy Johnson's new paint scheme sponsor. First year without Lowe's.
Still there. All right, clear low. Clear low.
Okay. Well, again, this is actual race conditions. I'm not going to finish this up.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. All right, clear high, bud.
Yep, thought he was coming up into me. Let's take him on the inside.
Still there. All right, now you're clear.
Take a look at the tires. Still wearing very nice. And haven't lost too much ground to the leader. Still 11 seconds. I think it was 11.2 earlier. So we're holding our own to the leader. She's got about a third. Roughly a third of a lap lead on us. Got a run coming out of 2.
All right, careful now. Still there.
Inside Austin Dillon.
All right, clear high, bud. You just posted your best lap ever. That's awesome. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. All right, now you're clear. Still there. All clear, all clear. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Track's all yours, bud.
Came
You're
down
clear.
a little too quick.
Awesome.
Felt Brad Keselowski in my back left quarter panel. That's my fault. I actually run some of the fastest laps, so the tire fall off hasn't hurt me much. So we've worked ourselves up in the 15th position. We're now only 9 seconds behind the leader, so we're actually gaining. There's Corey LaJoy.
You just posted your best lap ever. That's awesome.
Wow. I wonder if I can break 29 seconds. Game of inches.
Car on the outside now, outside. Clear all around.
Starting to hear a little bit of squealing.
Got one outside now. Clear all around.
So once again, this is just practice, race conditions. Car's handling good. We're definitely competitive. We were down as much as a little over 11 seconds to the leader, and we can see that that's been shaved down to 7. Clint Boyer made a bit of a desperation move at Daytona a couple days ago, and it did not work out.
Still there. All clear, all clear.
So here Ricky Stenhouse back in last place.
Still there.
Joey Logano was in the mix for the 500.
All right, now
I
you're
believe he
clear.
finished in the top 5. Paul Menard, who got taken out by Clint Boyer. And we clear them coming out of 2 and are currently in the 10th position. Let's just stay out a little bit. This is going a little longer than I had anticipated. Obviously, if there's a wreck or something, we'll just end it, but I'm just curious if I can run down that leader before there'd be any kind of a caution flag or having to do a green flag pit stop. It's about 5.4 seconds down at the stripe. And 5-1 at the stripe, so we shaved 3/10.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it.
We're lapping cars.
All right, now you're clear.
As you can see, the traffic make a difference. We gained 3/10 of a second lap before, and this time I guess we will end up gaining, well, really got 3 again right by the time stripe. It just went to 4.8.
Still there. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it. Clear all around.
There's the 9th place car of Kurt Busch. Shaved another couple of tenths. So you can see it's going to take a while. Oh, got into the wall. Not good. Okay. Caution flag wouldn't be coming out. in the dirt. Come on now, come on, stay off track. We'll bring her down pit road. And then we're going to end our practice here. When you're gabbing too much, not paying attention, it doesn't help. So, at any rate, thank you very much if you were tagging along tonight. These were some practice hot laps. We'll do qualifying, probably going to run the race either Thursday or Saturday. So have a great night, and hope to see everybody get on the track.